Hello, everyone. How are we tonight? It is Friday evening. Today is the 11th. Let me double check. Yes, the 11th of April. I always doubt myself when I tell you the date and I think, hang on a second, have I got the date right? But I always have to go look to make sure I have it right. I see we have lots of folk here tonight. Welcome, everyone. Great to have you with me for another Friday night. How has your week been? Has anyone had anything fun or exciting happen this week? I hope so. I'm just having a very quick look through comments. I was hoping to have hoping to have time. Look, Cookie's having a flap around. I was hoping to have time to read through them all before I started, but I didn't get time. So I'm sorry about that. I'm the same, Barbara. Too many people to name. Exactly. And I'm so sorry for everyone who's sitting here hoping that I'm maybe going to mention your names and say hello back to you, because you've all been so kind and said hello to me. But unfortunately, there's just too many people to name, which is very exciting. Actually, it's a great problem to have, right? Denise, hello. We still haven't had that coffee. It's been weeks and weeks. We must do it. Hey, Janine. Hi, Barbara. Hello, Roz. Hi, Kerry. I see we have some great folk here tonight, and a couple of people that I'm not familiar with. But I think most of us I know well. So I hope that everyone's had a great week and that you're looking forward to a lovely weekend. It hasn't been a great week, Nari. That's not good. I'm glad you're here as well, though. I'm very glad about that. Susie had dinner with friends. That's nice. Now, I haven't seen Sheila for a bit. Is Sheila here tonight? Has anyone seen her? I'm just starting to worry because I haven't seen her for the last couple of lives, and that's unusual. So I hope she's around. But if anyone has any news on that front, that would be great. Hello, Christine. Nice to meet you. Okay. I'm going to get started. So let me switch over to the desk and we'll get going. Friday nights is sketch night. I think everyone's got this down pat now. Everyone knows that sketch night is Fridays. Hello, Anne. Daylight savings are done. I know. It makes a big difference because it means all of us over here on the eastern side of the country are all on the same time zone again now. So Queensland's not an hour behind. Hello, Cherie. How are you, honey? And South Australia is of course the same, half an hour behind, but they do have daylight saving. But WA, instead of being 3 hours behind, are only 2 hours behind, so that's great. So, Tanya, how are you going? How's your puppy dog? Have you had any news on Sasha? I'd love to hear how she's going. Oh, hello, Julie. Nice to see you there. And Barbara's here. Sorry, not Barbara. I said Barbara because Leslie said hi, Barbara. I was going to say hello, Leslie. Sorry. Hello, Margaret. Oh, you had a 5-year-old for the week. Oh, my goodness. She must be exhausted. All right. Yes, we all hope, Nairi, your next week will be better. That's very well said. All right. So page 12 is where we will find the sketches in this catalogue. Now, in our big catalogue, we had, they were on 22 sketches on page 22. You might remember that. That made it really easy to remember. Thankfully, we have more than 12 sketches here on page 12 of the mini catalogue, and there will also be sketches in the next catalogue as well. So sketches are something I think everyone's really enjoying them, and it's been really good to see them pop up in a number of catalogues now. She's good. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that is good news. Okay, so wow. Okay, that's good. So she's cancer free. Is that what that means? I hope so. That sounds good. Hey, Gail. All right. So the one I'm down to these couple tonight. One's a tag and one's a card. I'm going to do the card, and we'll see if I may or may not have time to get to the tag, and maybe we'll play with something else instead. I don't know. Well, let's see. Now, I do have to give you some sad news, and you're going to have to excuse me tonight. All right. So my sad news is the other day when I had my class, in the middle of class, I dropped my my trimmer on the ground, and it's still attached here at the top, but the bottom bit, look, it fell off. So it broke off the bit. I've got it sitting here. This is the bit that broke off. this little bit here. So now my my arm of my trimmer is flapping around. I can still use it, but I've got to be really, really careful. And it's actually really easy to do it crooked. So so that's, oh, hello, Briar. How are you? All the way from New Zealand. No one's answered about Sheila, so I don't know if anyone knows. Maybe no one knows where she's got to. So yeah, this little bit here is the bit that got broken off. I have ordered the good news, guys, is you can order a new arm. Okay, I don't know if you can everywhere, but here in Australia, because the arm that you get on the trimmer is actually in inches, you can order a metric arm, which is what I've done, because all I really care about, I don't very often use the measurements. I do occasionally, but I don't very often use the measurements that are on the arm. I just need the arm to be sit in the groove and be straight. That's really what I need to do. That's what happened with your trimmer. Did you drop it on the ground too? Oh, thank you, Sheila. Oh, Cherie, sorry. Thank you for sending the message. That's great. All right. So if you see me struggling a little bit with my trimmer tonight, now you know why. But I have ordered the other one, and I think it's due in. I got a message to say I would get it should be coming on Monday. So that's good because I've got a big class to cut up for next week, and I'd prefer not to have to use it like this. So so I will be using it tonight, and you'll see me kind of struggle a little bit. So I've got a piece of basic white thick. I'm going to start with that, and then we're going to use some retiring product tonight to come up with this here. Okay, so I'm going to keep that where I can see it. Just sit it there next to my, so that I can see my my sketch that I'm working from. And the sketch is a very simple one. Don't ever be fooled that a sketch or a simple design cannot be a beautiful design. Okay, it's all about the elements that you use and the embellishments, and you know what dyes, what papers, what colors, all those sorts of things are much more important than the design itself. Okay, so hey Donna, nice to see you. And so I'm going to just fold this over. What have I done with my bone folder? I have a bone. You know what? I've been making cards this afternoon, and I keep on putting things down and not being able to find them. I know no one's ever done that before, right? Oh, here it is. It's on the ground. That's why. There we go. Right. To order a new slider bar. What do you mean slider bar? Oh, sorry. What do you mean? Oh, do you mean this bit? Do you mean the arm? That's what I call the arm. I don't know if it's actually meant to be called an arm, but that's what I call it. Well, I don't know, but this one doesn't have. This one only has inches on it. The one that I originally had on my trimmer. So the one that I've ordered is called the metric. The metric. What's it called? I forget what it's called. I'm going to look it up because it's on my most recent order. And if you put in trimmer into the search bar on the web, it comes up as paper trimmer metric blade guide. So I guess they're calling this the blade guide. Okay. And then when you put in trimmer, you get the trimmer itself come up, and these are $49. And I did think about buying another one. It wouldn't hurt me to have a second one. So at some point I'll probably get another one anyway. The metric blade guide is $8. The one I've just ordered. And of course the cutting blades, the multi-pack of 4 cutting blades is $23. So those things are all, they all come up when you put in the word trimmer into your search bar. Does everyone use the search bar? I find the search bar very, very handy. Yeah, what is the slider bar? What did you mean? Hey, Joan. Oh, well, obviously, Susie's answered your question. Oh, did you mean the little bit that is here in the middle? On the old trimmers, we used to have a separate rubber piece that came out. Do you remember that? Whereas on these trimmers, it's fixed and it's stuck in there forever, so you don't take them out or change them. But I've never needed to, actually. So you use the search bar a lot? Yeah, me too. I find it very, very helpful. I found it very, very helpful at the moment because, as many of you would know, we have a last chance list out, and the last chance list, the actual list, I find quite cumbersome and difficult to use. Okay, so that's just my take on it. However, let me bring in some paper. However, as I find all the paper, it's all over the place because it's in bits and pieces. I have found it much easier if I'm searching for an item to see if it's retiring or not. The easiest thing is to enter it into the search bar, pop it in up the top, and it will come, if it's on last chance, it will come up with like a big pink box. Is it pink or red box underneath the actual item that says last chance? So you know straight away that it's on the last chance list. That's much, much easier than using the list. So the search bar is your friend. You must order new cutting blades. Oh, yes. Yeah, my son used my my very first set of these scissors, the very first set that I had before all the other escapades with my scissors. The very first pair went in the bin after my son used them to cut his Lego. So that's a little bit similar, isn't it, Katrina? All right, so I'm looking tonight at the Countryside Inn paper. That's what this is called. And this is on the retiring list. That's why I wanted to use it tonight, because it's been around for a couple of years now. It is absolutely beautiful, and I do love it. So you can see we've got all these beautiful blues in here. Now, I look to see what blues are in here. And the blues that are in this paper are balmy blue. And you can see those little tiny flowers there? They're balmy blue, the light ones. Okay, the lightest blue. And then boho blue, which is the background of this paper. And you'll see boho blue is in quite a few of these. And, of course, boho blue is retiring, hence why the paper is also retiring. Plus, it's been around for a couple of years. Then Misty Moonlight is in here as well, and Night of Navy. So this one here is Night of Navy. Okay, you can see the different colours. Like there's Misty Moonlight in here as well as Navy. All 4 colours are in this particular piece with the bunnies. So I think this paper with the bunnies would be great for Easter paper. Don't you think so? Exactly, Susie. We have the same thought. So if you are looking for some good paper, the other thing about this paper is it's marked down. So we love that. I was looking earlier, and I will just tell you how much it's marked down. Countryside Inn is the name of the paper, and it's $17.40 down from $21.75. So nice little saving there. And it is last chance in the big pink letters, okay? The other thing that is also used to be part of this suite when it first came out is the Countryside Corner dies, and that's these guys. These are on sale as well. They were $49. They're last chance, and they're all the way down to $39.20. So just under $10 off those, which I think is a great bargain. Oh, thank you very much, Cherie. That's really helpful. Okay, so you do get Stampin' Rewards on these things, whether they're on sale or not. Every single order over $35 qualifies for Stampin' Rewards, and you get 10% back, which is fantastic. So when I say back, it goes into your Stampin' account, and then you can use it on a future order. So you can save them up to 12 months, or you can spend them as you go. Totally up to you. And yes, Glenda, we all love a bargain. I know, right? I've got to go through my DSP too, Susie. It's a mess at the moment. I've got stuff everywhere. So I'm deciding which piece I want to use. I am rather partial to a couple of these stripy papers. Both of these are nice. So this has got the boho blue stripe, kind of like a little bit of a wonky stripe, don't you think? It's not completely straight, but I kind of like that. Oh, you did, Susie. Fantastic. Which one did you order? Because that's just beautiful. Those scrapbooking kits are fantastic. Denise was saying that the Storybook Moments DSP is not retiring, and it has 3 retiring ink colors. I think because it's in the scrapbooking range, maybe. I did notice a couple of things that are not retiring that are going to have some retiring ink colors in them, which is kind of interesting. So, but those things are also online exclusives, aren't they? So they're not actually in the catalog. So the Storybook Life, I think it is the scrapbooking kit. And so because they're part of that online exclusive range, the Storybook Life stuff, then like the scrapbooking workshop kit, that means that they can pull it at any time. They can suddenly decide that they're going to get rid of it. So that's why it's good to know these things in advance so you don't miss out if there's something that you wanted. Does anyone have the Notes and Totes set? I don't have that one. I did think about getting it, Donna, but I'm trying to be really careful right now because I'm saving up for when the catalogue comes out and the virtual scrapbooking retreat, which I'm very excited to attend. So, all right, so you can see all these beautiful colours. Let's look at some of these things. There's a whole sheet of ones with the bunnies. This one's got, remember there used to be an embossing folder that matched this as well? I think that's long gone, but yeah, that was a bit of fun. And then more pieces. I like this one with the birdies. I like that they've used all the different colours. Actually, I think there's no boho blue in this one. It looks like Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, and Balmy Blue and white. But that's really nice, really pretty. And it's got just simple stripes on the back, and everyone loves some simple stripes, right? And then more of this one. This is a nice one. This has got, I've got a bit of, looks like shaded spruce. Something has gone through that. Probably I had a blend sitting on the table or something like that, because that's what they'll do, those things. So you got the trees on one side, and on the other side you got like little flowers. If you look closely, can you see their little flowers? But you have to look really close. And so on. All right, so I think you've seen all the papers and things. Now we just got to decide which one we want to use, because I'm thinking that on my white piece here, I'm going to keep this really simple to come up with this design. Instead of using a big rectangle, I'm going to use the Countryside Corners dies because, well, they're retiring and I want to use them, right? So let me see how big I could put it on like this, or I might go down a size. That one's very big. So I think maybe the next size down would look better. Yeah, I agree. That is better. I agree with myself. This was your favorite DSP. It was a lot of people's favorite, Solvega. If you love blues, of course, you're going to love this. And a lot of people love their blues. So, oh, Winter Meadow isn't retiring yet? I thought it was. Is it just the DSP that's staying? Because, let me quickly go and search that up. Winter Meadow. Yeah, it's not retiring, that paper. And yet the stamp set, I believe, is the Nests of Winter, the Nests of Winter suite. Oh, no, that's not right. No, that stuff, the Winter Meadow stuff already retired. I'm wrong. But I know the winter, oh, goodness me. There's so many things retiring at the moment. It's really hard to keep track of. Really hard. Oh, and the other one that I love, but I haven't got much of it left, is the one with the foxes. See the balmy blue and the navy on that? And the misty moonlight. It's really pretty. What's on the back of that is just little. I used to think these were spots, and then I put my glasses on and realized they're not spots. They're little flowers. Can you see the little flowers? Aren't they cute? Oh, I'm keeping you busy tonight, Cherie. Sorry. Hello, Meredith. How are you? Nice to have you with us. You guys have had that conversation before, I remember, when Meredith was watching before. So I'm tossing up what colours I think are going to look good. I am going to do it on a white background. I mean, this would look nice, but it does remind me of pajamas. Does anyone else see that? Or is it just me? I think it's very pajama-y. I'm looking to see which ones I want to use. Do I have a Happy Easter set? I'm wondering, I think I have a feeling I have. What set has Happy Easter in it? Because I'm pretty sure I saw one the other day and went, oh, that would be useful. What has got Easter in it? Does anyone remember what's got Easter? Offhand, I can't remember, and I don't want to spend my time going through all my stamp sets. Mind you, I did. Oh, yes, a little bit like wallpaper. Yeah, it does. Absolutely right. That is true. All right, so I could go with that. You've got the pink version. Last year for the April sales challenge for demonstrators, they gave away the pink version of this paper. So I never had it because I didn't actually make the challenge. The challenge was to beat your numbers for from the previous April, and I had such a good April the year before that I wasn't able to beat it last year. So, and I don't think they will let you know, but they, at the end of the month, they'll go through. I think what's going to happen, Glenda, is at the end of the month they'll go through and they'll know who has put in the required numbers to earn the tote bag for demonstrators. So it's a little April challenge that demonstrators are doing right now. If they hit particular numbers, depending on their title and where they're at, then they earn themselves a free tote. And the tote is, I've actually got a tote, which is almost the same, just it's a different color. That's made of felt, and it's got all these little compartments to put your different bits and pieces in it. So there you go. But I think what will happen is, my understanding is it's going to be sent. They're not going to just send it to you. It's going, they'll let you know when they've got all the totes ready to go, because obviously there's no point in making thousands and thousands of totes and then finding out that they either don't have enough or they have too many. So they're waiting to see how many people earn the challenge. And I think probably in around June or something like that, don't quote me on that, they will, you know, when you put your first order in that month, you'll get your tote with that order. That's probably how it's going to work. You earned your tote bag already? Good on you, Meredith. We've had a few people in my team earn their totes too. I'm very excited. I counted up about half a dozen people so far. So that's really cool. It's really, really cool when you see people achieving their goals. I love that. Makes me happy. All right. So I'm not getting anywhere here with these, am I? So deciding which one I like. Maybe the birdies. I do like the birdies. And that would be big enough. I'd be able to do that. All right. Here it is. So I'm actually thinking, though, instead of doing this, maybe I should do, I don't know, should I do a matte in a different color and then do this one on top? Or will I just do that? Yeah, you know, I'm just going to do that size. I think that's really nice. So I'm going to cut that out. So give me one moment while I do that. So this is going to go on here, and I could do the next size up and put a mat around it, but we can decide if we want to do that or not. So that would be like, oh, that is the same one I just used. Goodness me. No, that would be this one. I feel like that's maybe too big. Yeah. So I'm going to leave it like this because I think that's rather nice. Now let's have a look at our sketch and see. All right. So they've actually got like a, you could use any shape here. All right. You could use, I'll bring it up a bit closer. You could use an oval. You could use a rectangle with rounded corners. Anything that's like longer and shorter high, longer wide, I think would be fine. And then they've used some twine behind that, like looped it behind, which is kind of a cool idea. So this is going to be a very simple card today, guys. So I've got some shapes in here. Like, for example, I've got this shape, which I could put a greeting on, no trouble, from the same set. Or I have this one if I wanted to go a little bit bigger. But then that, I don't like that as much. Then I could also go with some, just having a look here. I could also, I've got plenty of like bannery kind of sets in my collection. I'm just having a little look here. I've got some bigger ones. For example, these are also retiring the autumn leaf dies, and I'm assuming the autumn leaf stamp set as well. I haven't looked to see, but I'm guessing these. And see, we've got like this kind of a shape, which has got like, it's a rectangle, but it's got like the cute little like notched corners and some stitching. So that's really nice. That would go nicely across here. So should we go with that, or should we go just stay countryside corners and keep it as it is? What do you think, guys? Oh, you have a message for me. Hang on. Do I need to go and check? Let me see. Did you message me somewhere? What's the message? Oh my goodness. Okay. Have you any more details than that? Or did she respond to you? That's not good. Sorry, I wasn't paying any attention. But that does answer our question. That's why we haven't heard from her. Yes. Thank you, Cherie. Thank you so much for following up. Okay. I just hadn't heard from her, and it's just so unusual because I usually, you know, she's usually commenting or looking at things or part of what we do, you know, and yeah, I just had I just had a bad feeling. So thank you for finding that out. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, we're all thinking of her. I'm so sorry. Bring in my navy ink pad. I'm deciding what greeting would look good on here, and then we're going to talk about what we will do with the ribbon. Now, I think I know what I want to do with the ribbon actually. So what greeting shall I use? We have these ones, that the autumn leaves, that match this, and let me find out. And I will just tell you very quickly. I'm just using the search bar. Okay, so the autumn leaf dies. These, okay, this is the kind of thing, this is why you guys need to go to the store right now. Okay, these were $67 for these dies. Okay, right now they're on last chance at $26.80. I mean, that is insane. Okay, and the stamp set was $42 and it's marked down to $21. Has everyone been in and had a look at the last chance list? Because as things sell out, they will just disappear. Okay, and you won't know where they've gone. I can tell you that the boho blue re-inker has gone, but the others are still there. But I did check today, and what was it that was in low? The pool party pom-pom ribbon that we used the other day, that's low inventory. I always say it wrong. And Moody Mauve and Pebble Path are both low inventory as well. And when they're gone, they're gone. Okay, so please jump in and get them. Do not miss out. All right, I'm going to cut this out of white. Cherie, thank you for finding that out. And I'm glad you told us because we can all be thinking of her. Okay. I wonder if she'll get to watch the replay and see everyone's lovely comments, because you guys are also awesome. And thank you so much for being so caring. I'm very grateful for that. So I'm just looking here. I'm going to have I'm thankful or with a grateful heart. I think with a grateful heart is nice. I think that might be nice for this one. So let me pop that on a block. I'm just going to pop that right here in the... So, I mean, this is probably one of the simplest cards I've ever done, really, isn't it? I mean, we're hardly doing anything here. Now, I'm going to put some ribbon behind this, and I think I have a couple of favorite ribbons, but I think for this one, the silver edged ribbon, this one, I can tell you this is not retiring. This is going to be continued, which is great. So if I wanted to pop this like the picture, can you see the picture has, they've used twine and it's kind of looped around. So I'm actually going to loop my ribbon, but because it's ribbon rather than twine, I'm not going to do as many loops as they did. And I'm deciding, actually, now that I'm doing that, I'm going to have a piece coming out the bottom. I'm going to do a loop at the top. I'm going to have another piece here. And deciding where I want these loops to go. Right, and get my scissors. And turn it over here to the back. And I'm going to hold this down. Sometimes dimensionals are not just good for, grab them out. They're not just good for making things higher. They're also good, when you can find them, they're also good for holding things in place. I've got lots of packs of mini dimensionals, but all my big dimensionals are suddenly gone walkabout. That's okay. I had a class this week, and so there are some out on the table. So let me grab those. Not many left on there, is there? But enough. So let's put these over here and here. So that's going to hold that in place. And I'm just going to put another one up the end here and down this end here, just to make sure we're getting good elevation. Take all the backs off. And then this piece is going to go right here. And just adding that little bit of extra ribbon just really kind of sets that off. It's pretty, isn't it? All right, so let's put some more dimensionals underneath. 1, 2. I'll need to find a second. I've actually just ordered. I realized I was getting low on dimensionals. That's the last one on that sheet. So does everyone know that once you've used all your dimensionals, you can also use these edge bits. Just cut off as much as you need. I usually just snip around it with my scissors. And that's a way of getting a little bit of extra life out of your dimensional packages. Depends. I can see maybe it's just I can see. I don't know. But some people can see comments. Sometimes I can see comments. All right. It needs to have some bling. Now, the bling that I've been favoring for these kind of colors lately is these ones. These are the two-tone sparkle gems, and they've got Balmy Blue, which is also in the paper, and Bubble Bath. But the Bubble Bath actually will be a nice offset, and they're two sizes, large and small. So I'm going to use my take your pick tool. I'm going to pick. I am going to pick one up when it behaves, and I'm going to have. Where shall I have them? One here. A little guy up here. And another little guy. Deciding, do I want it actually on here? Or yeah, I think on there. And I'm just going to say a nice, simple little card. This is as easy as it gets, don't you think? So I didn't go to any, great, but I love it anyway. I really like the colors, and I think it works really, really well. So that is that sketch right there. And instead of looping twine, I looped ribbon. And there you go. What do you think? Do we like it? Oh, you made it in. Hello. All right. So simple, easy little card. I thought tonight we should showcase some other stuff that's retiring. There are so many things retiring. It was really, really hard to choose what to use. So one of the things I decided, and actually I just wanted to have a quick look, we have in our current catalogue, we have a really cool set, which, to be honest, I'm surprised it didn't go for longer in here, but it's part of a suite. So let's quickly find it. The suite is called Unbounded Beauty, okay? And this part of the suite here, the Unbounded Love, this one and this one, the dies and the matching stamps, these are not retiring, okay? However, the Flowers of Beauty and the matching dies, those are retiring. The glimmer papers are continuing. Oh, I didn't check on the resin dots. Let me have a quick look and see what it says. I'm using this search bar all the time because it's almost impossible. We've got so many products. Yeah, the resin dots are on last chance, and they were $14. They're down to $8.40. Okay, really good at the moment. They're a great little price. Now these are called Unbounded Beauty DSP, and I'm going to quickly look up. I have a feeling that it's going. No, it's not. So the Unbounded Beauty paper, the DSP, is staying. So there you go. So we've got some things, this, and this are going. These, and these are staying. Okay. So you will notice if you're in the online store, you'll see that the suite is being discontinued. That doesn't mean that everything in the suite is being continued. It means that as a suite, it will no longer be available because certain items in the suite are going to be discontinued. Does that make sense, what I just said? I hope it makes sense. So Meredith is saying that there is an option to have the chat available on Fire TV. Huh. There we go. Well, that's nice, Meredith. I'm glad that you think that we're lovely. That's nice. That's fabulous. And I'm just looking through the comments. Okay. So Baker, it's so nice that you're back. Your holiday to Japan looked wonderful. I was very envious of your photos. It looks fantastic. I bet Miss Daisy missed you. Did she? All right. So I've got this paper and I've got these. And I'm thinking it might be fun to do something with them. So I've already got the Flowers of Beauty stamp set out. Let me move this paper away because I'm making, as always, I'm making a giant mess because I can't help myself. So let me just get rid of this and these autumn leaves. I'll put those away later. Just dump them for now. So yeah, it is hard, isn't it, to know what's going and what's staying and all the things. The nice thing is that just make sure you use the search bar because that will tell you straight away if something is staying or going. And you can put the item code in the search bar as well. You don't have to go by name. And sometimes I think that maybe that's more accurate. All right, so I'm pulling out this beautiful Unbounded Beauty paper because it is really beautiful. And this paper featured a lot of the current in colours. So we've got Summer Splash. And on the back, you've got actually, this one's got all the in colours. It's got Petunia Pop. It's got Pretty and Peach. It's got Summer Splash. Actually, this is Pretty Peacock. I was thinking it doesn't have Shy Shamrock in it, so it doesn't have that one. But it does have Peach Pie. So, yeah, it's got most of the 4 out of 5. Okay, that's not meant to be there. Then this one has got those beautiful Peach and Pretty and Pink. So both in colours. And on the back, you've got Petunia Pop. And it looks to me like a bit of Fresh Freesia in there as well as Pretty and Pink. So Summer Splash with Petunia Pop. And look, I mean, some of these colours are gorgeous. Oh, that piece of paper's seen better days, hasn't it? Whoops. Some Petunia Pop stripes and Peach Pie. And there's some Calypso Coral in there as well. And on the back of that one, you've got your Summer Splash again. So, yeah, beautiful colours. And it's a really nice way of showcasing all these lovely colours, okay? I think last year's colours were the first year that we had 5 colours that literally everybody loved. I don't think I heard anyone complaining about last year's in colours. So those ones have still got another year to go. So they're the Petunia Pop, Pretty and Pink, Peach Pie, Summer Splash, and Shy Shamrock. And they are really beautiful. So I'm just going through, and these are the matching dies for this. These are called Flowers of Beauty. And this is like a 6x6 die pack, so it's a larger die pack. Let me see. And then you've got all your different bits and pieces. What I've always loved about this is these. If you want to cut a lot of flowers quickly, these are great. Okay. So, and the fact that they're on such a great bargain right now, if anyone has if you would like to see me use any particular retiring products, so if you've seen something and you're wondering if it's worth having, let me know. Please reach out to me and let me know that you would like me to use a particular set, and I will. Okay, because I love it when people give me direction, because then I haven't got to make any decisions for myself. So I know everyone loves last year's in colours. That's the first time I remember them having like the year before, Wild Wheat was really controversial. And this year, I don't know if I would say we have controversial colours, but Cloud Cover, of course, not being available yet. That's a bit of a problem. I hope it comes I hope they get that sorted out really fast. So, yeah, I like this year's too, Meredith. I think they're good. But last year's just knocked it out of the park, really. All right, so let's pick some colours here. What colours, guys? Will we go Petunia? Will we go Summer Splash? Will I go? I do like the combos, like the combo. That one's Petunia Pop and Summer Splash, and I like the combos. And I like the combos of this one with the peach and the pink. I think that's really pretty. That's true. Good point, Cherie. Yeah. So which ones will we use? Which colours do you guys like? Or any that are standing out? This one has been interesting because it's got all the colours in that one. So you've actually got Shy Shamrock and Summer Splash in there. So all 5 colours are in this one. And they're very pretty. So if you would like me to use all of them, let me know. Like I could pick this paper and I'll be using all of them. But Nairi says Summer Splash. Katrina said Petunia Pop. This is your favourite piece, is it? What's on the back? Oh, that's with the... I used a lot of this, with the pretty and pink on the other side. Yeah, it's really nice DSP. But it's not retiring, but I'm showing it to you anyway. The Impressions of Bloom bundle. Yes, I do. I counted them today and I thought I was miscounting, but actually there's 2 dies that are really close together. I thought they were 1 die, but they're 2. They're 2 separate dies. And I did actually use it to make a card. I'll show it to you, but it's for an upcoming thing, so shh, not allowed to show anyone. So that's the card that I made with that set today. There we go. All right, what have I got here? All right, so we're getting lots and lots. Anne said all. Cherie said this paper, which has got the all. It's tempting to use that, I've got to say. But then Nairi was the first with Summer Splash. Oh, my goodness. I tell you, how about this? How about I'm going to compromise? How about I compromise by using Summer Splash as my predominant color, and then I'll use this paper as well. I mean, the other option is I go with pink because it looks really, really good with the pink, like pretty in pink. Let me show you what I mean. See this? That looks really beautiful with that. Doesn't it look nice? And if I do it with Summer Splash, let me just grab that out for a second. So this is Summer Splash. So it goes with that as well. Can you see that? Totally different feel for this paper between here and here. This is probably fresher. This is probably prettier. You know, more of a, yeah. All right, so I've got to bring my trimmer in. If anyone didn't hear me say it before, my trimmer's broken, and I'm trying to work with it until my new blade guide comes. So, actually, let me see how wide this is. That's 9, so this needs to be 13.3. And I realised I'm not seeing your comments because I need to. Oh, different people saying different things. Majority can rule. I think I don't know. It's pretty evenly spread out actually. So people are saying pink, definitely the pink. Hello, Laura. How are you? And it is nice at Summer Splash as well. Glenda says she likes it on the pink. All right, I am going to go the pink. All right. But they would both look nice. So sometimes I can't make up my mind. It's hard. All right, so I'm thinking I might go and add some pink behind that. Either that or I put this piece. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So this is going to be uh, 13.8. By 9.5. So it's going to perfectly match my And so that's going to fit on there quite nicely. It's so pretty. Isn't it pretty? I just think it's really pretty paper. And I mean, even that, look at that. The pretty and pink side is beautiful as well. Are we glad this paper's not retiring? Oh, you were here in this area, were you? Well, there you go. It was warm today. It was like 27 degrees. That's full. My problem is I've just ordered some more Tombow because I'm getting really low on my. Well, now it comes out. All right. Guess what we do then? When that big blob of, we use the other end and we smush it. Right. Let's get that happening. Now, one of the nice things about this bundle is you might have seen those glimmer papers, and I told you the glimmer papers are not retiring. That is true, they're not, but they look really beautiful with this. So let me grab one out so you can see it. So this is the pretty and pink glimmer paper. Obviously, this is the Petunia Pop. The pretty and pink is the one I've been using the most, which is a bit of a surprise because I'm not normally a pink person. So, but you can see, oh, there's more pretty and pink there. Then we have Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash. Oh, it's the peach pie that I've run out of in that pack. I used that the other day for a class. That's why. There it is. So this one's almost, it's a little bit more orangey, but it's almost like a gold, but it's really pretty. So these are really fantastic. Ah, there you go. Yeah, you maybe quite often you find that you have similar ideas about designs. I'm going to try and work with and because I used my, let me grab myself a piece of basic white thick. Oh, and I've gone and got a mark on that. That's not very good, is it? Goodness me. Let me see if I've got another one here. Oh, look what I found. A whole pack of dimensionals. That's good. I'm a little bit all over the place tonight, aren't I? Here we go. Here's another one. What are the glimmer papers? Those are part of this same suite, and you will find them if you search glimmer. They will come up, and there are all the in colors in glimmer papers. So we've had those for about a year. I love them. I think they're fantastic. Now this is a little bit smaller than a card front would normally be, which shows a little bit more of the white, which I quite like. I like that. So I'm deciding whether I want to, because I don't want to cover up too much of this, but I want to put, I'm thinking I'm going to use like one of these, or maybe this one actually, because it's longer. Deciding which one would look better. If I was to put a circle, possibly, on this, and then I was, have this piece going up and we have the circle coming out here, that's what I'm thinking about doing. Or we could also, I could go with the smaller one. But I kind of like the long, skinny ones. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do we think we would like that in the pink? I could do it in the pink. A little goes a long way. Good point. Exactly right. I think so. I mean, I use a lot of glimmer paper, and very often, like if I was going to do a circle, I would do a slightly bigger circle in the glimmer paper to highlight my circle. And I think that would look really nice. And I might just do that instead of actually doing another piece. I'm deciding. And these also, these here, they cut out these. All right. So this stamp here, which is really beautiful, actually. I could go with, oh gosh, I've got so many ideas going around my head. I could also use textured notes and do a really nice rectangle, because those are lovely. Or we could go with the stylish shapes, which are Sheila's favorite. So maybe she'll get to see that. So, you know, I could do a circle with these or even a square. But let me see, what if I had, would this cover up too much? Or would that be rather nice? If I had, because you can still see this around here, and I'm thinking that might look really good. And then I could stamp on that. I'm actually thinking maybe I'll do that. I'm actually going to stamp on a piece of white. Deciding which way I want to go. I'm going to do both of these. I'm actually not sure. It's been a while since I did this, and I am not sure. See, you can put these on. I don't know if you can see this, but then you can add the flowers to them in a different color, which I really like. I think that that's a really nice thing. And because we have green, we have Summer Splash, we have Shy Shamrock, and we have Pretty Peacock in here, we could use any of those to do our base color, and then we could add our flowers in a different one of these colors. So I'm thinking I'm just going to do that on a piece of white. So let me see what I've got here. You think it covers too much? Well, that's a possibility. That is the other thing. If we're doing too much, then I would use probably, I'm still going to show you this because I think it looks really nice. And I'm thinking I'm going to go with the Summer Splash. What Summer Splash? No, I've changed my mind. I'm going to go Pretty Peacock. Big decisions, decisions, decisions. Let's try the Shy Shamrock just to see how that looks. I'm just going to put this on here. And that's not bad, actually. It goes nicely. Well, it should. It's got the same color in the paper. So, oh, I just realized I inked that up again, and I don't want to. I want to do a different one. So I'm going to clean that off and pop it back in the packet. And then this one here, I haven't decided which one I'm going to use. That's why I'm doing both. And I can use the other one at a different point maybe. So this one's got a bit, this one's a bit bolder. Like this one's a bit finer. See how that one's a bit bolder. So this one actually can go over that. You can have a different color. Like I could do Pretty Peacock over the top of that. But I actually think for this particular card, I'd rather keep it thinner. I don't necessarily want to have the two colors. So you can see it's the same thing. And this one will cut out either or both. So it's really pretty. So it was $65. That's a good deal, isn't it? So it's $39 instead of $65. We love that. So I'm interested to hear from you guys. What do you think? Do you think you prefer to this one here? Oh, this is okay. So there are two flower sets, and the easy way to line them up, there are three together up the top. Okay, so those ones are going to go up the top, and then I'll put the other ones. So then these ones are more fine detail, but once again, you can see three little flowers there by themselves. So that one is the one that goes up the top. So it's actually quite easy to line them up once you know what you're looking for. You're looking for the three flowers at the top. Now, what colors am I going to use for these? I think Pretty in Pink for the big ones. Like the outlines, and then what color? Will maybe Petunia Pop for the detail. I think that would look nice because Petunia Pop is quite a bit darker. So what you want to do is you want to kind of come through here and see where this would look good. To be honest, it doesn't really matter. It's going to look good no matter where you put it. So, you know, they're random flowers appearing. But then what we're going to do is we're going to go with our petunia pop. So it is a 2-step stamping set. And I do love, I'm thinking, have I done 2-step stamping for a Technique Tuesday? Because I might not have. And if I haven't, I really should. There are so many techniques, are there not? Right, so this one now, I'm putting those, lining up those darker petunia flowers with the lighter. Can you see now how they come together? So they actually do line up with each other. And I rather like that. I'm just going to close these ink pads so I don't stick my fingers in them. Good point, Anne. So is it still cheaper to buy? Oh, that's interesting. You think I've done it? Mind you, we've got a couple of new 2-step stamping sets that I'm thinking probably need to be shown again. But maybe at some point I will do that. Right, so I'm going to be cutting this out. And so we're going to be lining that up. The best way to line it up is make sure the 2 stems at the bottom are inside here. And then the rest of it kind of falls into place. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. Now that I've done this, I don't know if I love it as much as I was hoping I would. I don't know if it's the colors. What do you guys think? I feel like the leaves do need to be more solid. And yet I know I didn't use that other more solid stamp. I'm wondering if it would have looked better if I had. The other thing I could do is I could come in with my, let me see, what have we got here? My Summer Splash blends and add a bit of colour. I'm going to go with the lighter one. And I'm just going to add a little bit of colour to some of these. I just feel like it's going to make it not adding much. But I just think it might make a difference to how this looks. I think that's better. That's better. Try the bold image as is. You mean without adding any flowers? Is that what you mean? The one that we did before? Because we did do that before. Let me see, what did I do? Here it is. I'm going to cut it out. The bold image might be better, you know. I do like it better. Look, it looks more filled out, doesn't it? I think that looks better. Now that's with the Shy Shamrock, so I'm still going to use my light Summer Splash to add a little bit of colour here and there. That's better, don't you think? Yeah, I think that's what it is, Tanya. This one just didn't stand out enough. I was thinking it would be fine, but not particularly happy with that. Now, what we could also do with this is we have all these beautiful little flowers, which we could cut out of glimmer paper, so we could do that. But I'm thinking the girls are probably right, and maybe instead of having a big rectangle in the middle and covering up a lot of paper, I might go with a smaller circle. So I don't know. I haven't decided whether that would look better or not. So if I was going to do it on here, I would have this on here and then have a greeting just going across the bottom. And that would look quite nice, but it is going to cover up a bit here in the middle. So if we don't want to do that, what I could do is use I could either use my dies or I could use punches. Punches are faster. Punches are quick and easy. Now, the other stamp set that's part of this is called Unbounded Love. The nice thing about this one is it has lots of great greetings. So, you know, we've got a lovely happy birthday down here, which I have used lots and lots and lots of times. So let me grab that happy birthday. Is it going to fit nicely in that? I think it will. And helps if you make it stick properly. If ever that happens, if your stamps aren't sticking very well, I think I've said this before, but you need to wash them in warm soapy water. Okay, just take them to the bathroom or the sink or wherever and just give them a wash in warm soapy water. Pop them next to the sink and allow them to air dry, and they get their stick back. Okay, so that is, I think, a really great way to go. I'm going to put this. I'm going to run this through. I'm going to do a circle. Now, I'll tell you something I have done in the last couple of days. I designed a craft along project that I'm super happy with. It looks so nice. I'm very, very happy with it. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys towards the end of the month. So this is a little bigger. So I'm going to go with a pretty and pink glitter ribbon. Sorry, ribbon. Glitter backing mat. Oh, sometimes I don't know what I'm saying, you guys. I've had a busy week. And I'm trying to get lots of things done before I go away. So on yesterday I had a mammogram. Don't you love those? You know, really seriously don't like them at all. And I had to have an x-ray as well for my mouth, for my teeth. And then today I had to go to the dentist. All the things, trying to get all the things done. So it makes me, once I get craft along worked out what I want to do, it makes me feel so much better. I stress until I've got the project. Once I've got the project, everything's good. All right, so this is going to go on here. And the only thing that sticks to glimmer paper when it comes to glue is glue dots or dimensionals, one or the other. Okay, so you can use either, but you can't use Tombow to stick it to glitter paper. It won't work. I think probably tape would work, but it's not great. So my recommendation is glue dots or dimensionals. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on. I'm going to use some dimensionals behind. I could just glue it on, but I just want to use dimensionals. It saved your life, Kay. Wow. Yeah, I've had a few people say things like that to me, that, you know, and it only just came up last week that I was due for one. So, you know, and also I wanted to have that done before I went away. Mind you, the lady at the mammogram place said that they don't like to do mammograms just before people go away on holidays because, you know, they don't want them to get the results while they're away, and, you know, it would be very upsetting. And, well, that might be true, but I would rather that than know that I've got to come back to a mammogram when I get home. So this is kind of where I'm going with this. What do you guys think? Do we want that, or do we want this and not this? Maybe, I don't know. Is the green too much? And I would need to move it slightly to the side. What do you guys think? I'm interested to know what you guys think. No green, says Susie. Looks lovely, says Katrina. You love it with the green, Meredith. Huh. Isn't it interesting? Everyone's got different ideas. Yeah, well, we've got to have them. And I know people who, like Meredith said, it saved their lives. So I think it's always, you know, we should always care for ourselves like that, right? It's very important. I would rather know than find out, you know, that I was advanced and there was a problem that I could no longer deal with. You know, the early detection is the key. Well, I think these colors, you can't really go wrong. I mean, you could just put this in the middle and it would be beautiful, but we want to add something else. So I'm actually adding my happy birthday on a slight slant. Like that. And then I'm going to have this going across here like this. And I want to put a couple of dimensionals on the back here. Now, I could add minis, probably in some of the smaller areas. Minis are going to be better. So minis up here. Whoop. And I'm going to add a couple of minis down the outside here. I could, I mean, in the middle here, it's big enough for a full-size dimensional, but might as well stick with the minis, seeing as that's what I've got. You notice I'm not putting any here on this, on this side, because that bit is going to go over the top of my greeting. Okay, so this bit's all, that bit is actually not glued down. If you wanted to glue it down, you could put a little bit of Tombow behind there. Just hold that down so it makes it stick. Oh, I've managed to push it all the Tombow out. Never mind. It'll wipe away. All right. And then I think we need some, here's something I know is retiring. We have some, well, we have a number of options. We have the party dots. These actually would work. I think they're more bubble bath than Pretty in Pink, but they would work. But the ones I thought would be best would be the glitter dots. Hang on, I know where those are. They're in my other, in my book. So the glimmer dots, I think they're called, are they called glimmer dots? Shimmer dots. They're the ones in all the in colors. And those are great because they match all the colors perfectly, but they are retiring. So that's a bit sad. These ones. All right, so you've got Shy Shamrock, Peach Pie, Summer Splash, Pretty in Pink, which are the ones I want to use now, and also Petunia Pop. And you can see I've used all my Petunia Pop on all three. All right, so obviously that's the color I've used the most, but I'm going to use Pretty in Pink here today. I think I'll put one down here, and then maybe, and then a little tiny one up the top here. And I'm going to say that's done. I mean, it's simple. It's a simple card. It took me long enough, but it's a simple card. Oh, yes, I agree, Leslie. You are absolutely right. Yes, there are some new ones coming. I think you're right, Tanya. So that is the card that we've ended up with. Not what I had in my head at all, but then I didn't really have very much in my head because it is the end of the week and all, you know. So there's that one. And then this one, just for a super simple. Super simple. Did we go too simple tonight, you guys? What do you think? So one would be the one we did first, and then two. Which one do we prefer? Yes, I don't think any of us are comfortable with any of those. I agree, you guys. I'm going to miss, but we don't have to, we're not going to miss them yet because they're not going anywhere for another year. So peach pie and petunia pop was staying for another year. But the shimmer dots are not, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to double check right now. Yeah, they're called 2024 to 2026 in color shimmer gems. Okay, and they were $15. They're marked down to $9. So really good price for those. Every time I look at the list, I see other things on the list, and I go, "Oh my goodness, that's such a good price." Yeah, most people prefer the second one tonight, I think. I was asking what we thought of something and didn't finish. Oh, look, that's okay. I'm really glad you like it because it turned out different to what I thought. I think I personally think I would have been better off sticking with pink in here. I think I should have gone pink and petunia pop. But you know, leaves are green, so it does work, and it does match with the shy shamrock that's in the paper, so it does work. Good night, everybody. I hope you all have a lovely day tomorrow. We're cleaning the house tomorrow. Look, think of us as we do that. If anyone hears any more about Sheila, I'd really love to know how she's doing. And the rest of you, I hope to see on Sunday night. I hope you'll all have a good weekend and stay safe and do lots of fun, crafty things if you can. I'm going to quickly switch back to me because here I am. And I hope you all have a great weekend. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Bye.